Hello, I'd like to do a little flick through of my latest journal that's available on the Etsy store, Herbal Healing. And this is a fabric covered journal. It's a kind of cotton, quite a nice smooth cotton calico type fabric, with a little nice wooden frame book plate rather. The tie for this is kind of like a plaited jute string, which I thought was really nice. On the inside covers had this lovely marbled paper from India. It's genuine marble paper, it's not a scan, but I thought this was a really lovely marbled paper. I love the colours in it. So as per mine, normally in my journals I include a little bio of the person who might have owned this journal. So this journal might have belonged to Anne-Marie Hellstrom, who was a Dutch witweaven, a wise female herbalist and medicine healer who took care of people's physical and mental ailments. It was said she also had the talent of prophecy and looking into the future. Anne-Marie would have used a journal like this, one to record recipes, healing properties of plants and herbs. According to mythology, not her spirit remains on earth, and she has become a living spirit or elven being. She now helps people who encounter her. So this is part mythological, partly some truth in this. So that's a little bio of her. So, and this would have been Anne-Marie. Photo there. Okay, so the first signature of this journal is made up of pages like this, which allow you to got this idea actually from Mrs. Cog. Thank you, Mrs. Cog, where the person can actually write in maybe a recipe, the sources, uses, and notes about each of the herbs or roots. In this section as well, I've included a couple of fabric tabs with little labels on them. So this signature doesn't have many pockets. We have one here, which is a fabric pocket with an embellishment. Inside there's a herb themed tag. There's a few of these throughout the journal. And then also throughout the journal are these little descriptions of the different herbs and roots and their healing properties and what they're normally used for in terms of healing or dealing with ailments. So those are all throughout the book in numerous sort of forms, sometimes just on the vellum, and some of them I've actually put onto a journal card. So going through again, this signature is really just more for notes. So there's very little embellishment in this signature. I've got a pocket here with another tag. We have a seed company invoice in there, so kind of related. We have throughout as well, there are these printed herbal designs. Here's another of those cards, that's rosemary. And another one here for marjoram, a little definition of herbal. And then we've got another one of the cards for thyme. We've got another tag here with essential oils, and that's got a label there with essential oils, so you can keep your essential oil recipes in this section, perhaps. Again, some printouts, lavender there. Caraway, again another fabric pocket stitched in, another tag with some collaging. This is another of the descriptions for summer savoury, another description of healer. And then we have another tag here, and the description for dill. Little dandelion here, this is used in a lot of remedies. We have the definition for garlic root and coriander and turmeric, and a little fabric tuck there. Another little side tuck here. This is a vintage herbal and plant book. I think it's German. With a little lace tab there. There's one before. And then we have the card for lemon balm and some more collaging. We have a little tuck pocket there. One for basil, and some kind of a sheer ribbon over again some more of that vintage book. Got the description for chamomile and germander, and another fabric pocket, the definition of alchemist. Got another one of those odd pages there. Then we've got fennel, and a little label for fennel on the pocket. Again, another fabric pocket there. Another double pocket here, the definition of herbal, and we've got the card for mint. Another tag, the definition for sage, and a little tab here for teas. So in this section you might want to keep things about remedy and remedial teas, and a little pocket there. I might even put a little herbal tea in there, tea bag. These, another definition for milk thistle, and another card. You can actually get these cards from my as digital downloads on my Etsy store as well. I did, as I produced them for this journal, I thought I might as well share them as well. And again, another double pocket, but I'll put that in there. And we've got another sort of flap. This is an old vintage advert for a kind of fertilizer. Some printed pages. We've got another definition, another tuck, fold, a pocket with the definition for ginger root. We've got another tag in there with another fabric pocket, a fabric tab, and some just stitching. This I thought was great. This is another vintage advert for elderflowers, a kind of remedy in the olden days. And then we've got another little label there for marjoram, another pocket. And we finished with another corner pocket here. I thought this paper was lovely with a little fairy. So I've tucked in here another embellishment which I created from one of the Nik the Booksmith tutorials, which I thought was really lovely. It's not really herb related, but I thought it was nice, so I just tucked that in the back there. Okay, so that is my herbal healing journal, which is now available on Etsy. Thank you.